So I just want to give a heads up to Madison Beer. I'm really a big fan of hers. Like, okay, she hadn't done a huge amount of stuff, but I was such a fan of the Hurts Like Hell song. I really wanted to do a video to it. And my sister, we were cutting down some trees, and just at the time we just bought the house, and we were cutting down some bushes, and we had lots of twigs left, and I really wanted to just make one big barbecue and make a music video to this song, but something stopped me. I think of the rain was partly the reason, and then I was just like, I think that it might put me in a negative light if I did it, so maybe I shouldn't do it. But um, yeah, I really liked her song, that song. And then I've seen another one today, which is Dead, which is kind of like literally like telling people to go get dead. I think she represents revenge, God's revenge. Okay, technically it would be my revenge, but it's not really my revenge because I don't actually have any power. But I feel like her songs are something that I would do if I was in the spirit realm. Like I would find someone like her to kind of represent anger and like wanting revenge on men for actually what's the revenge demon from Buffy, Willa, no, the other one. God, I'm so bad with names. Xander's girlfriend, forgotten her name. Such a fan of the show, and I can't remember her name. Um, no, I can't remember it. She's like the vengeance demon. That's what she is. Yeah, and I feel like this singer kind of reminds me a little bit of that. If there was such things that offer power to women to get vengeance on men, I think this girl would definitely be in the tops. But yeah. Um, I can't remember her name. What's wrong? I don't know why her name is blanked out. It happens so often. People's names just blank out of my head or something. I don't know what's going on. Um, but yes, anyway, and I'm really a big fan of the Reckless song. I feel like, she's standing on like a big book, which is like a big Bible, which is how I feel about Christianity. The Bible is all about, love the word, believe in the word, put your focus into Christ, trust Christ, put your belief and trust in Christ. And then it's like, well, Christ is here. She's representing Christ, who's dancing on this Bible, this book Bible, and she's just feeling so small and saying how everyone's gone away from me. And I feel like that's what's going to happen. Like um, the angels or the singers are going to give power to me by saying that they believe that I'm Christ or the Antichrist or Babylon the Great. And then I'm going to either fake my death or whatever and give the power straight back to them. And I realize that I need to give them better titles than the ones I've given them, because the ones that I've given them are more insulting to them. No one's going to worship Beyonce if they think she represents a false god. Okay, true, a lot of people aren't going to believe what I say. But then again, if I've got a whole bunch of people supporting me and giving power to me, I'm not going to be able to give the power back to her if I'm calling her a false messiah. I mean, I wasn't planning on ever doing that, but that is just an example of it. And I feel like there's a whole bunch of other singers, like even Avril Lavigne, calling her like a dolly isn't exactly in anyone's favor. And a lot of the other titles that I was thinking might work for her aren't also that good. So I just like a pop rock angel or something like that's that because I think some of her songs, I'm with you, I'm with you. I mean, it kind of makes people who like her, like the whole idea, I guess, would be to try and get people to like Christ by making out that Christ is like this and this and this and this, and these are all just different like pieces or sides of Christ. I don't necessarily know if there's that much truth in it, but I feel like work out people can see whatever they want to see, and if they don't want to believe any of this, then it's fine. If they want to believe some people and not others, great. But yeah, if people like the name, the one who represents lust, I think, Megan something, Megan the Stella or something, I don't know. But yeah, if she wants to do a song about how I'm her, I'm her, I'm her, I don't think she's really anything like me. But if she wants to say that she represents a part of me, you know what? I don't care. I don't care what people think. I feel like if that's going to get people to like me more by thinking that I'm like her, because she must have some fans. She must have a whole, she's a mature, smart woman, and I feel like there's lots of stuff. Okay, she's a little bit exposed in a lot of her songs, a bit too exposed. But hey, if that's what people like, and if people thinking that I'm like that is going to get someone's favor towards me, then I feel like that's kind of what I want, just because I want people to be on my side. I don't necessarily think it's going to really be my side, but yeah, that's just showing how I feel. I feel like I want everyone to be on my side, and then the best way to get everyone to be on my side is to act like all these singers, they haven't been insulting me. I mean, I will say that they've been insulting me, but people aren't going to really take it seriously or anything. But yeah, I know I need to show them support by giving them Angel of this. And I've kind of realized with all the, Batman and Ant-Man and Spider-Man. I mean, spiders and bats aren't really the nicest of animals, and ants are like tiny creatures, and I don't know, a lot of the superhero names isn't that. But then they have Catwoman. Now, see, cats are actually quite nice. They're independent. They're intelligent. They live as pets in your home, and they're quite common, and they're one of the most common animals. And I get Catwoman, but I don't really get Bat and Ant and Spider-Man. I hate spiders. So, but yeah, that's an idea behind these titles that I've given them. Something that sounds amazing, might not necessarily be accurate, but it doesn't need to be accurate, because I feel like giving someone a title and it being accurate is part of getting the person who sings the songs to believe that I'm Christ and believe that I'm doing things that they don't realize behind them, even though it's my higher self. My higher self is doing things that they don't realize. Um, like I'm sure a lot of these songs, Madison didn't know that she was representing uh, God's revenge or something. But I feel like there is more stuff, like even boy shit. It's sort of feminine revenge, and therefore she doesn't take boy shit, because she's just going to do whatever she wants and ignore necessarily what guys want, because that's part of God's revenge, is to ignore what other people want, and do what she thinks is fair. But yeah, I feel like there's lots of meanings behind different songs, yeah, and there is like a title that fits the details of every word and every sentence, or most sentences on most songs. But yeah, this should also be a feminine mystery or feminine mystique, I think, is what Madison, what people should see her as, feminine mystique, because it's like, oh, a mystery. Oh, I wonder what that mystery could be. Okay, it's a mystery that she actually just wants to revenge for being treated like crap and having everyone ignore her and worshipping the Bible and stuff like that. But I think that's a cool, um, two ways of seeing the same thing.